Hey guys, and Merry Christmas. Today I will be reviewing Polar Express. Polar Express is one of my favorite Christmas movies and a total classic of mine, along with Jim Carrey's The Grinch. So let's get into this recap. So it starts off with our main character, Chris. He doesn't believe in Santa Claus, and one night he hears a train horn go off. He goes outside and see, and it's the Polar Express. The conductor invites him to go on the Polar Express. At first at first he refuses, and then he decides to go on. He meets this girl named Holly, and and he, and he and he also and they also make this stop to this other boy's house called Billy. And at first, just like Chris, he refuses, but he gets on, but he can't get on the train. So Chris stops the train so Billy can get on. Yeah. And it basically shows how selfless Chris is. So their tickets get punched, and they also get, and this is where the best scene comes up. Yeah, the hot chocolate scene. Hot, hot, hot. We got it. Hot, hot. Yeah, that's the best scene ever. Um, so, so, uh, so Holly gives a hot chocolate to Billy, but Chris finds out that Holly's ticket wasn't punched, so he tries to bring her ticket to her, but the ticket flows out the window, and it magically floats back into the train, where it gets stuck in the air vent, and the ticket's plea guy asks for Holly's ticket. She doesn't have her ticket, and the conductor takes her somewhere else to the train, and 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 Chris decides he's gonna stop the train again, but he finds a ticket and makes it and trying to make it to the conductor and Holly, and he meets this hobo, and he says that he's king of the North Pole, and yeah, and yeah, and so they make it. So they basically ski on down to the first to the main cart. Yeah, and turns out Holly's okay. She's not off the train. She's up front conducting it, and there's these two guys that conduct the train, and they stop because a horde of reindeer are in the way, and yeah, and Billy pulls on the one of the guys that is conducting the train, and he yells, and they got the reindeer out the way. So they head on, but the train is moving very fast, and the pin came out, and yeah, and they also make it to this ice bridge, and the train starts slipping and sliding until one of the conductor guys grabs a hairpin and uses it to slow down the train, and and then and then Holly, Chris, and the tickets please guy make it back, and the tickets please guy says, just because you can't see something, that doesn't make it real. Yeah, and so they make it to the back cart, and they talk to Billy, and they sing a little song, and they make it to the North Pole, and and they and also Chris and Holly, they made it. They went back to the car to get Billy, and they got a little scuffle. The car started to move, and they made it to the place where presents get wrapped, and Billy finds his present, and Yeah. And then and then Santa comes out and the bells start ringing, but Chris can't hear them. And the reason why he can't hear them is because he doesn't believe in Santa. Um, and after one of the bells fall off, he picks up one of the bells and he starts to believe in Santa and the Christmas spirit. And he hears the bell rings, and he also meets Santa. And so they head back, and oh yeah, Billy lost the bell. I mean, not Billy. I mean, Chris lost the bell, and yeah, he's pretty upset until he's back home, and Christmas Day happens. He gets a present, and turns out it's the bell, and him and his sister can hear it, but not his parents, because his parents don't believe in Santa. Yeah. So, and that's the end of the movie. I love this movie, and it has a pretty great message. It's basically about a story about a boy getting his belief back in Santa and the Christmas spirit. Yeah, and I also like how the other characters, like Holly, she discovers that she's a great leader. The glasses know-it-all kid, he learns something instead of knowing about stuff. And Billy learns to count on himself and his friends. So once again, pretty great movie. 5 stars. A total classic, a total Christmas classic, and a total childhood classic of mine. Yeah, once again, great story, great plot, great characters, and also great animation. Like his, besides it coming out in 2004, this animation still holds up today. Like, my God, everything just looks so beautiful, and also the humans don't look uncanny. Yeah, so yeah, that's all. Merry Christmas. And my next review, I'm going to review Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. So, see you next time, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Santa Claus ability.
Authorize. Prog Rise!
Happy Christmas! Rising Hopper!
May your Christmas wishes come true.